Hey, KineLight family. It's great to be back to the channel that brings you the spotlight on the best of movies, TV, and all things cinematic. Today we're counting down 10 influential K-dramas that didn't just entertain, they redefined the global television landscape. From royal zombies to forbidden love across borders, get ready to discover the shows that left a permanent mark. Stick around to the end because you'll want to see which series claimed the #1 spot. Number 10, Gangnam B-Side. Let's start the list off with a fairly recent but aggressive addition, Gangnam B-Side. Located in the gleaming, neon-bathed streets of Seoul's wealthiest district, this drama turns the tables by revealing what lies beneath the glitz. It starts with an abducted bar hostess and a burnt-out investigator who's witnessed too much. Paired with a rule-breaking outsider and a driven prosecutor, the three open up a seedy world of corruption, secrets, and institutional decay. But it's not just the gritty crime that grips you, it's the realism. This series doesn't hold back in presenting the emotional cost of pursuing justice in a society built to muzzle it. Fans were attracted to its relentless flow, spooky foreboding, and cinematic presentation that feels more like a film than a television drama. Gangnam B-Side is more than a drama. It's a statement, and one that lingers long after the credits stop rolling. Number 9, Dr. Slump. Dr. Slump sounds like a comedy title, but hidden behind the giggles is a very moving experience. Think of two top-notch doctors, one a scandalous plastic surgeon, the other a brilliant anesthesiologist, both reaching rock bottom in their professions and psyches. When fate reunites them, sparks ignite, past rivalries are rekindled, and in a way no one expects, healing occurs. What is so great about Dr. Slump is that it's balanced. It addresses heavy topics such as burnout, depression, and career failure, but never loses sight to include the humor, the absurdity, and the humanity. Their rep denies, their connection, and their mutual vulnerability make every episode a feels roller coaster. Dallas, this show struck a chord with audiences, particularly those pursuing perfection in a world that's constantly observing. It tells us, it's okay to fail as long as you continue showing up. Dr. Slump is not only about medicine, it's about healing hearts. Number 8, Mr. Sunshine. If epic visuals and emotional depth are your thing, then Mr. Sunshine absolutely deserves your attention. Set in the early 1900s, it tells the story of a Korean boy who escapes to the United States during a brutal war, only to return decades later as a U.S. Marine officer. But home isn't what it used to be, and neither is he. This drama is a masterpiece of history. Every shot appears to be gallery material. The costumes, the lighting, the music, it all draws you into an age when Korea was on the edge of colonization. And at the heart of it all is a romance that seems precariously delicate amidst a world disintegrating. But don't be deceived by its prettiness. Mr. Sunshine is also a scathing critique of nationalism, betrayal, and identity. The characters aren't simply relics of the past. They're echoes of struggles that persist today. It's not simply a period drama. It's a poetic exhortation to recall what was lost and why it endures. Number 7, Kingdom. Let's be real. When you hear zombies in the Joseon dynasty for the first time, you're thinking it's crazy. But Kingdom didn't merely make it happen, it made it unerasable. Merging political scandals with a deadly plague, Kingdom turned the K-drama universe on its head. Here's the setup. The king falls ill under mysterious circumstances, and rumors spread of the dead rising. Amidst this chaos, the crown prince investigates, uncovering a conspiracy far more terrifying than he imagined. What follows is a pulse-pounding mix of horror, suspense, and Game of Thrones-level betrayal. What's revolutionary about Kingdom is how it mixes genres. It's a historical drama, survival horror, and political thriller all at once. And the stakes? They're as high as possible. Kingdom doesn't frighten you. It makes you think about power, legacy, and who has the right to write history. If you haven't watched it yet, you're missing one of the most daring entries in K-drama history. Number 6, Guardian, the lonely and great god, Goblin. Let's discuss now a show that revolutionized fantasy romance in K-dramas. Goblin. Imagine this. An immortal soldier cursed to exist forever until the day he finds his fated bride, the one who can put an end to his agony. Heavy, right? It is, but it's also witty, lyrical, and movingly gorgeous. Goblin is not merely a paranormal love story. It's an exploration of life, death, and what it is to discover someone worth dying or living for. The acting is sharp, the sets are jaw-dropping, and the score, truly iconic. But here's the real kicker. Goblin didn't just dominate ratings. It became a cultural touchstone. From fashion trends to filming locations becoming tourist hotspots, it proved that K-dramas could be global without losing their soul. This one isn't just a must-watch, it's a must-feel. Number 5, Descendants of the Sun. Number 5 is a drama that literally halted traffic. Descendants of the Sun. There's a soldier and a doctor who fall in love during a military peacekeeping operation in an imaginary war-torn nation. It's fiery, dramatic, and unexpectedly earthy. This play struck all the correct chords. Epic love, action sequences, and timely humanitarian issues. It was a huge success, commanding more than 40% viewership ratings in South Korea and selling distribution rights to more than 30 countries. But it wasn't merely a ratings behemoth. It generated tourism, military reputation, and even fashion sales. More significantly, it demonstrated the capability of K-dramas to marry blockbuster popularity with social significance. Descendants of the Sun was not merely entertainment, it was an event. Number 4, Signal. Number 4 is Signal, a police procedural unlike any other. Envision a walkie-talkie that links a cold case detective in the present to one from the past. They, in tandem, crack old crimes that remain a presence in the city. This is not your typical crime drama. Signal incorporates actual, real-life, unsolved cases into its storyline, providing a haunting, emotional, and mentally engaging experience. The acting is superb, the plot is taut, and tension never ceases to exist. But what truly distinguishes Signal is its emotional center. Its characters are haunted not only by spirits, but by remorse. And whenever they alter the past, the future turns out differently in ways they cannot anticipate. It's intelligent, it's tragic, and it's unforgetting. Number 3, Winter Sonata. Now we're throwing it back to the early 2000s with Winter Sonata, the drama that started it all for so many fans across Asia. A story of young love, tragic loss, and fate's cruel tricks. This series exploded in popularity across Japan, the Philippines, and beyond. Winter Sonata's influence cannot be exaggerated. It made its lead actor a local icon, generated tourism for Korea, and launched the Hallyu wave we know now. The plot is straightforward, sure, but its emotional pull, ageless. It's that gentle piano music, those snow-covered backgrounds, and the pain of a love you believed was gone forever. Watching Winter Sonata is like browsing through an old album of family photos. Bittersweet, painful, and somehow comforting. Number 2, Crash Landing on You. Taking the runner-up position is a romance that transcends borders. Crash Landing on You. When a South Korean heiress crashes into North Korea in the middle of a paragliding accident, she's saved by an honorable North Korean soldier. And what starts off as a tense standoff becomes something magical. Crash Landing on You wasn't a success, it was a phenomenon. It had cultural contrast, national conflict, and illicit love, all with humor, suspense, and rich emotional rewards. It was one of the biggest Korean cable dramas of all time, and the buzz was felt around the world. Folks were addicted to its star-crossed romance and its humanizing depiction of life on each side of the DMZ. This was no ordinary drama. This was a bridge between worlds. Number 1, Squid Game. And last but not least, at number 1, doubt it ever existed, it's Squid Game, the international phenomenon that revolutionized everything. An enigmatic invitation, a fatal game, 456 contestants all buried in debt, competing for a life-altering win. But at what price? Squid Game wasn't cruel entertainment. It was a biting satire of capitalism, despair, and the facades we wear to keep our heads above water. With its recognizable aesthetic, jaw-dropping plot turns, and profound emotional undertows, it enthralled the whole world. It's currently the most watched program on Netflix ever. It inspired memes, Halloween costumes, academic papers, and even social causes. Squid Game didn't just entertain, it initiated a dialogue, and it demonstrated to the world that K-dramas could be just as daring, clever, and scathing as anything produced by Hollywood. Which of those dramas shifted your perception of K-dramas? Was it a slow burn romance or a night's sleep robbing thriller? Leave your favorite in the comments. I need to know what smacked you around. If you like this countdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell, because KineLight delivers the best in TV and film every week. And hey, what do you want ranked next? Best underrated thrillers? Greatest plot twists? Let me know in the comments. I'm listening. That's KineLight. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.